Blizzard have a new IP, apparently. So, this post from Blizzard Entertainment, January the 25th of 2022, well, that's today. Create a new universe with us, they say, inside Blizzard. Blizzard is embarking on our next quest. We are going on a journey to a whole new universe, home to a brand new survival game for PC and console. A place full of heroes we have yet to meet, stories yet to be told, and adventures yet to be lived. A vast realm of possibility waiting to be explored. That interests me, to be honest, a survival game. So that part is definitely the most interesting part. This picture's a little bit confusing though. It almost just opens it up to anything they want to do. Like, is this like a biking simulator? Is this sci-fi, fantasy? We've got like the ominous city in the background there, but the fantasy in the future. Feels like a very generic kind of picture that doesn't really solve or give you an indication as to what this game actually is. It's just almost hedging their bets in case they change their minds later on, what they want to do. Every story needs a teller, and every world needs builders. What if that could be you? For 30 years, Blizzard have been creating universes for millions of players around the globe. This requires a diverse team of developers willing to lend their voices, to listen and be heard. That is our mission. Do you like survival games? Do you want to join a collaborative team of experienced developers at the early stage of a new project in a new world and help write the next chapter in Blizzard's story? This is your call to adventure. Will you answer it? Open roles. Apply here at careers.blizzard.com. So this is very early. Very early. Like, they're actually just asking for people to sign up for the project. It's like, here's a vague idea. We want to do a survival game. It might have a bike in it. It could have some fantasy. There might be some skyscrapers. Who knows? Do you want to do it? So we've got environment artist, senior character artist, technical artist, VFX artist, senior concepts artist, associate level designer, lead software engineer, and a bunch of senior software engineers for audio server and tools. She looks like she's from Slay the Spire almost. Like a character from Slay the Spire wearing that kind of garb. The silent, unannounced survival game. And that's basically it. There is a Twitter post, so we'll have a look what the people say. We're building a survival game in an all-new universe. Join us in our writing our next chapter. You know what? I wonder what Asmongold would say. I think he would say something like, "Man, what the fuck, dude?" Probably something like that. But what do these guys say? The Milkman. New IPs are welcome, but don't forget to innovate with what you already have. Imagine a third-person, story-driven game like God of War in the Diablo universe. Or a FPS in the StarCraft universe. Oh man, the FPS in the StarCraft universe has been like teased since so long. All the scrap projects they did for that. I promise anything you have thought of, dreamt of, wished for has been pitched prototypes. Have multiple IPs with dedicated decades of lore and hardcore communities carrying the entire franchise that are dying. Make new game from scratch time. Yeah, obviously like Warcraft 3 Reforged still needs fixing. The Heroes of the Storm community are like all upset about being sort of abandoned. You know, World of Warcraft's struggling quite harshly at the moment. Overwatch certainly, well, that's had better times. Hearthstone is just chugged, but it's chugged in a downward sort of motion. Yeah, I mean, I can't blame Blizzard from a business perspective to just sort of move on and try new things, because that's more likely to get an audience back, or perhaps a new audience that don't know the business of what they've been busy with. It is what it is, you know. From a business perspective, you think about Overwatch, how hyped that was, because that was a new IP. Hearthstone was a new IP. That was massively hyped as well. And it did. They both did really well in their early years. Really, really well. Very well. It's only without sort of like neglect and that over time, and the way card games work with accumulating a ridiculous amount of money needed to actually get one deck. You know, it's inevitable what happened to those. Oh, Rich Campbell's looking for a job. Yeah, I don't think they're going to bring him back. Who knows? He could be an esports commentator for this new survival game. Hard mode is when you select a female character. Oh my god. There it is. That comment just won the thread. That is pretty good, to be fair. Hardcore mode in this survival Blizzard game. Oh my goodness. It's a VR survival. It's a, yeah. Augmented reality survival. Didn't even keep the old games alive or popular ones like Overwatch. I mean, you will basically make the point that it could just be a different team that's doing this. It doesn't mean that the people that are working on Diablo aren't working on Diablo anymore to do this, or World of Warcraft, or so forth. They might not have taken anyone off other teams. It's just a different team that they've been setting up for this individual project. But yeah, Blizzard have got a lot of recuperating to do. So, what do you guys think? Do you think this is something you're excited about? A new survival game from Blizzard? I'm certainly interested, but it's going to be miles away from where we are right now at the moment. Do I think it will be any good? I mean, by the time Microsoft kick in 2023, this game would only probably be like a year in development, because obviously it's in incredibly early stages where it probably hasn't even really been done yet. Even the alpha stages, it's just sort of like concepts and ideas. So Microsoft could take it forward. I wouldn't trust Activision Blizzard. So we have to try to think that way a little bit and give Blizzard a bit of a break, at least the people that work there, because it's not their fault that Activision Blizzard and the higher ups are assholes. A lot of them have been getting booted out and will continue to probably be booted out over time, leaving hopefully the actual people that signed up to work at Blizzard, in quotation marks, their dream job, actually hopefully would be their dream job. But you know, I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know. And that's all the information I think we have on this. I don't think we have anything else. So it's interesting. I wasn't expecting it. I know that, was it Mike Ybarra said something like next week, and that was almost a week ago, we're going to have some new announcements to make. So I am assuming this is one of those. So part of me was braced for that part of it, but I definitely still wasn't expecting a new IP, because everything else is in shambles at the moment. But yeah, you know, I'll probably play it in 5 years' time. It'll probably be at least 5 years. It's struggling enough to get Overwatch 2 out. That was like announced like 2 to 3 years ago, Overwatch 2, wasn't it? And they were already developing that for quite a while. Yeah, like you got to remember that it's not necessarily Overwatch. You can host your map if you like now. It's not necessarily like them pulling away from Diablo or Warcraft 3 or whatever it is. The company's pretty big, and they probably do have a whole bunch of separate teams that aren't even working on any of the games that we know of right now. So, and they're obviously employing for more people as well here.